Market will crash, and it has happened time and time again. This is a statement we made 3 months ago, and it's far, far more worse than we could have ever imagined. Hello, everyone. It's Ali Shahraki. Welcome back to the Money Investing Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about market crash, and we'll see you after the break.
Worldwide, only 1/3 of adults understand basic financial concepts. Only 24% of millennials understand basic financial topics. 12% of adults would not be able to pay their monthly bills if they incurred an unexpected expense of $400 or more. Welcome to Money and Investing Talk with Ali Shahraki and Kian. A unique way to learn about finance. Ali has an MBA in business. He's an experienced senior Forex, stock, and crypto trader. And you can follow along as he teaches his son about investing, trading, and everything finance. Live from the United Kingdom, Birmingham, this is the greatest money podcast on the planet with your hosts, Ali Shahraki and Kian.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about market crash.
Absolutely.
It's a very important subject today.
Market crash.
Yeah.
What do you think market crash is happening? What's going on, Kian? What do you think?
Well, I think market crash, it happens for a reason because
Come more into your in the Instagram as well.
yeah, I think the market crash happens for a reason so that more people can get into the market and more people can buy. Because when it's a market crash, if a market crash doesn't happen and it's high up, it's too expensive to get in, isn't it?
All of them. We are today live on Instagram, on
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. So we have, if we are not looking at you directly, it's because we are looking at another camera for another platform. My apologies for that. Market crash. In one day, $230 billion just was wiped out from just Facebook, a massive company. If it gets wiped out from Bitcoin, I understand, but from a big company like Facebook.
So if you bought a share from Facebook, would you have lost your money then?
Absolutely, it would have been dropped down. Just be careful, your foot is pulling these wires off from here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the thing is, many people, they're gonna be panicking. Market is full of fear now. The reason is because some people, they bought some shares, and now the shares going down, and everybody's panicking and everybody's selling. There's a reason why this is happening, and now is enough data out there for us to understand why the market actually is going down like this and the market is crashing. Now, if you want to think about it, the first reason why the market is gone down like this and the market is going down like this, the first reason is the inflation. Inflation for U.S. market just came out over 7.5%. Inflation is good for economy. 1%, 2%. Growing inflation in a slow rate is really good for economy, but sudden raise in inflation is not good for economy. It drains the stock market, it drains all the profit. Literally, if you want to think of stock market and inflation is the kryptonite for Superman. You know how the kryptonite was taking the power away from Superman? Stock market suddenly is going up, it's got lots of power, and suddenly we have this high inflation coming in, and that literally takes all your profit away, or it takes all your return away, and everybody panics. When they say their money is going down, everybody panics, which is wrong, because this couldn't be better time than this for anybody to live on, because we are in a time where is the best time to buy in a market, and in the next 5 or 6 years all this market
Because
goes up.
everything's dropped, everything's gone
Absolutely,
cheaper.
this is a dip. Nothing gonna change my mind. I'm not financial advisor. I'm not telling anybody to go and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. But I'm gonna be, I wish I kept more contingency money on the side to be able to buy more even, right? Any money is coming to my bank account straight away. I don't keep it cash. Straight away goes in the market. I just buy assets, because this is what we call buy the dip, and Warren Buffett famously says, when everybody's running away from it, you need to be in it. And then when everybody's trying to get in it, that's the time you need to be out of it. And that's exactly what we do as a professional investor. And right now, everybody's panicking. The fear is at the highest point. Everybody's trying to leave the market. Everybody's trying to panic. Everybody's leaving, selling, panic selling,
One of the reason people
and we need to be buying.
have you seen one of the main reasons people are panic selling it is because they're actually watching the news.
Absolutely. News is one of them. The government decision is another one, because the government need to make sure people are not panicking. But the thing is, Kian, people panic for very small thing, right? And when they panic, one of them goes, everybody else follows. So people need to be educated more. That's why we're doing this podcast, to educate people more, so they understand they don't need to follow each other. They need to understand this is market crash. Basically is like Black Friday, and it's like market sale. You can buy everything you wanted to buy cheaper. Why would you run away from it, right? But unfortunately, in the market, government, they have a massive effect. Whatever they say, whatever they do, straight away causes panic or confidence in the consumers of the product. Now, for example, this war is happening in Ukraine, right? The war is actually good for American market, because they are the only country which they are producing all the guns and everything. So it's gonna be good for their economy if the war happens, right? And also it's good for Russian market, because they are producing all these guns and weapons and everything. Other people, other countries, which they're gonna get in, need to buy all this stuff. So they're gonna give dollars to America to buy all this stuff. So more dollars is gonna go to the treasury of America. All this money has been paid for, all this checks and helping the people through the pandemic. Somebody need to pay all this. It wasn't free money. Somebody needed to pay that money back to the treasury. Treasury needs money. That's the best way to make money. Now, also, it's good for other country, because it's not good for a country which the war is going to happen in it, but it's good for other country. For example, for UK, the pound is going down, the dollar is going up, and pound going down. That means there are more export and import is going to happen, because when the export and import is happening, people are spending dollar. If the dollar is stronger than the pound, people can buy more stuff to be able to export more from UK. So more export is going to happen, which is going to be much more better for UK economy as well. It's going to push the UK economy as well. All this has been planned. All this is planned, and unfortunately, people don't understand it. People panic. People get involved emotionally. They just think of it emotionally. Also, Ukraine is the pipeline of all this petroleum is coming to Europe, right? And this war, this tension has caused the petrol price to go up. Now, Russia is the country which it buys all the petrol from. For example, Iran has lots of restrictions. You can't trade with any country, but Russia buy it from them anyway, right? We'll buy it from them, store it, and then Russia sell it in a different market. So basically, they are the middleman. They buy cheaper from Iran, they sell it more expensive to other country. Also, they are supplier of gas and petroleum themselves to the whole Europe. So Europe is dependent on them, and they have to pay a lot of money to them. By causing this, just is not a war, it's just a show. They push the price, the petrol.
Do you think
petrol price is gone
do
really
you think
high?
Ukraine and Russia are they creating this like big thing on the internet and everything online in the news and everything, so the market goes down and everything?
Absolutely. Ukraine is not making this, is the Russia making this, because Russia is the supplier of the petrol, and one side they're going to be making money from selling guns and weapons, and the other side they're going to be making money from selling more expensive petrol. The petrol price, the first time ever in 40 years, the petrol price in the stock market has gone over 100 per barrel. Never been this, right? That means straight away it's going to affect the pumps, and people need to pay more for the petrols. So Russia is going to make more money from that as well. And all they had to do was just a little showdown. And then what happened is, when the petrol is going up, the dollar is going up like this, right? Everything else is going down. The stock market is going down because people are panicking. People are full of fear. They're thinking, oh my God, what if the war happened, right? We're going to go to starvation. We are not going to have nothing to eat anymore. So what they do, they think they need to get their cash and hide it under the pillows. So what they do, they sell their stock market, their stocks, in a panic, because they think this is the end of the world. We are finishing. We are dead. That's it. So they sell their stocks, get the money, because they want to have the cash ready. So if something happened, they have cash, so they can run away.
Like a rainy day money.
Yeah, so they can run away. So when they are selling like this, the stock market has a lot of seller in the market goes down, and the stocks is much more cheaper now to buy. If somebody knows the market, they could go and buy more. I'm not advising anyone to go and buy more, because the stock can go down, can go up. It could even go more down than what it is. But me personally, I always buy the dip. When it's going down, I keep buying more and more, and I don't panic. I love it.
Yeah.
So what causes this? What causes this inflation? First of all, I think we should cover this in few episodes, because
Yeah.
it's a massive thing. Basically, I'm teaching here a microeconomy. It's so much things I need to explain. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mention the reasons for the market crash. First of all, is the war, all this government behavior, the COVID basically just pushed everything. Whatever it was gonna happen, COVID just accelerated it. That's it. It just pushed it more faster to happen more faster, which is good, because in 1923 the same market crash happened, and then after that for 45 years we had a massive depression, because market took a long time to start coming up. It was horrible. It was shortage of jobs. It was people didn't have enough money.
That's why it's called massive depression, because it was depressed.
People were depressed. When people don't have money to spend, they are depressed, right? Because people love to spend money.
Yeah.
And when there is a shortage of money, they don't have money, they don't have job, they are not earning.
They get sad.
They get sad
And
because they
worried.
can't spend money. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what they call depression. But this time, because of the COVID, instead of taking 45 years to come back, it's going to be shorter, like maybe in 6 or 7 years. If you are in stock market, if you are investing, this is the best time to buy. I know many property investors, they've been selling their properties because property market suddenly had a hike. It's gone up because the government been injecting money into the property market and giving them a lot of leverage. Lots of property owners, they've been selling their properties and coming to the stock market, because the stock market now is time to buy, right? That market is the best time to sell. This market is the best time to buy now. So they're buying here, and when the stock market goes up, they sell it here, they take it back again to property market when the property market goes down. That's what the professional do. But I'm not here to advise people on investing. You need to get your own personal advisor, financial advisor, to check your financial before give you advice. War is happening. It affects the market, makes people panic, because people thinking, oh, it's gonna be shortage of food and everything.
Panic buying, panic selling.
So what they do, they sell the stocks because they want to have cash, because they think if they have cash, they can buy whatever they want.
Yeah.
Selling on panic like this, it causes that. Also, another thing is the logistic. They are trucks, they are stuck behind customs. They can't get into the countries, especially into UK, because of the Brexit rules change, because of the war happening, China being on the side of Ukraine and Russia, because they are a very good friend, and now China is trying to show its friendship to Russia, so more expensive stuff is going to come here. This is all politics. People don't understand it, unfortunately.
And this is all for the market.
Absolutely, it's for market. Now, the big government, for example, Putin himself, he's one of the billionaire, right? He loves this, because the market, with this behavior, he pushed the market down. And what do you think he's doing with his cash?
He's buying, and he's making more money.
He's buying more stocks. If he owns more stocks and shares of the big companies, he's wealth. He's the power, because he holds the stocks
He's
and
not
shares.
your fish anymore.
He's more powerful.
Yeah.
He's more powerful because he got more stocks and more share of the company.
He went from a shark to a whale now.
Absolutely, because this behavior caused people to panic. People sold. Stock market went down. Big whales, professional people like him or like Donald Trump, and big people who they understand the stock market, they run to the market, use their cash, buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more to hold. And then when the news come out, say, oh, stock market is going up, everybody try to buy. They sell it.
But then what you have to do is the other way.
Exactly. So they sell it, they take the money out, and then people thinking, oh, I
And
got
that's
some
what
stock.
you do, isn't it? You look at the news, and
Absolutely.
as soon as they say sell,
exactly
you go
opposite.
buy.
Exactly opposite. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Logistic is affecting the stock market, because China is holding stuff back, or also rules the stuff. For example, if you want to buy a computer now, it's more expensive because all the items need to come from China, right? So the logistics is stuck there. The item doesn't get here, so and there are lots of demand because everybody wants to mine Bitcoin and they want to use computer. They want to work from home. They want to buy a computer. So there are a lot of demand, is less supply. It pushed the price of a computer and electronic stuff up, right? So people need more money to be able to buy all this electronic stuff. So to have more money, what do they need to do? They need to go to work. They need to find money. So they panic again because they don't have money now. So what the government does, the government comes and because he wants to calm down the panic, he prints more money, right? So it prints more money. Now people have more money in their pocket. Now people have more money in their pocket. It pushes the inflation up. It's like a cycle.
Doesn't that change the value of the money
Yes,
as well?
it is like a cycle. So
Yeah.
people have more money in their pocket. Now, because inflation is going up, the item get more expensive. The value of the money goes down.
Yeah.
So again, even though people have more cash in their hand,
You have to
they
give
still need to
more.
pay more to be
Yeah.
able to buy anything because inflation is gone up.
Yeah.
So it's like a vicious circle just because people
And
panic.
no one realized this.
No one realizes this.
Whereas everything's happening like this.
Then also another thing we have, for example, the companies, big companies, their stocks and shares going down is because we have shortage of labor. There are many people, they are not willing to do so many jobs, right? And that causes the companies to shut down some part of their companies because they literally don't have anybody to work there, right? People expectation has gone much more higher because of inflation going up, everything getting more expensive. People need more money, so everybody is looking for a job which it pays more money, right? Now there's a problem. If the factories, they need to pay more for their stuff, that means they need to charge more for their items as well. That means again everything gets expensive. So literally it's like a cycle just going
There's
around.
no way out of it.
So who's the winner here? Stock market people. Stock goes down. I've been too busy just buying a dip. That's all I can say. I'm not giving advice to anybody, but I've been busy buying a dip. I see you in 5 minutes.
You're listening to Money and Investing Talk. Now, back to your hosts, the dad and son duo. Here's Ali Shahraki and Kian.
So a stock market crash is a bad thing or good thing?
Good.
If you are an investor, it's awesome thing. If you are not an investor,
It's sad.
depressed time.
Depressed time.
Why? Because jobs are getting lost.
Depresso.
Right? Payments going down, value of the pound going down, everything is crashing. You feel like, oh,
You need more cash.
you need more cash. But then the thing is, they give you more cash. And also the other thing causes the market to crash is because bunch of poor people, they didn't have that much money. As soon as the government issued them those cash, those checks to be able to survive during the COVID and pandemic, what did they do? They used that cash to go and buy stocks and shares, right? And they was expecting the stocks and shares to go up. It went up, right? And some people, they actually went to the banks and they borrowed money from the bank at the 3% rate, 4% rate, and they reinvested in the stock market to get 18, 19% return. So they use all the credit. But what happened? Government now stopped all the payment. It's not going to pay them. Support is finished. Pandemic is finished. You need to go to work. So people are panicking again. Again, panic. Shortage of money. So what do you think they do? They sell their stocks to be able to get the cash out, to be able to pay their debt off, and also have some cash inside their pocket. So they can pay for bills and everything because bills going up.
But then they keep needing more cash.
It never ends.
It's like a vicious cycle.
Vicious cycle until people start investing. People need to start thinking about investment, learn professionally how to invest, and start investing. They need to start understanding money.
Yeah.
Until you don't understand money, until you don't understand
That's why
economy.
we started this podcast, isn't it?
Absolutely. Follow us, and we educate you on money. See you next week.
You've been listening to Money and Investing Talk. The mighty dad and son duo, Ali Shahraki and Kian, shooting you straight between the ears about money, investing, trading, and wealth creation. We hope you've enjoyed the show. We know we had fun. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, find Ali on social media at Real Ali Shahraki. Find the show at Money and Investing Talk. And Kian at Kian Shahraki. Remember, financial literacy is just as important in life as the other basics. See you next time.